Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a purple nail art design, very cutesy with a little bit of a hint of Valentine's in them. If you don't like Valentine's, there's literally just two nails that really got it there, so you could definitely just not do it or switch it out with something else. So it's like a really nice flexible nail design that you can adjust up to kind of like what you like. I showed you guys the three colours that we're using today. So you want your background shade. I am using Food Coma today. You will know it and love it. It's my absolute favourite. And then we've got two colours. So you definitely want a white. And then the other colour, it can be basically down to your own choice, to be honest. I wanted to go in with a purple set, but you can definitely switch it out to whatever colour you're going for. You can do pinky, ready, whatever you're going for. Obviously keep it the same as I'm doing. We've got three nails that are Food Coma, one nail that's fully white, and then the fifth nail is going to be an ombre. We're going to do the purple at the top and the white at the bottom. Bear in mind, these are two very, very vibrant colours and very obviously drastically different from one another. So when ombreing these two together, definitely just take the time with it. Don't rush it too much and don't get too frustrated with it. It can take a little while blending the purple and the white in the center to make it look quite, seamless. So don't worry about it. Just take your time with it and don't stress. Because I know at first when I started doing it, I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to take forever. But it didn't take forever, but definitely took some time. Now that everything has been cured and we've done 2 layers, we're ready to start on the nail art. So, as you can see with the white, I always rave about it. It's called Bold White from Madam Glam, and it's their most amazing white that I've ever tried in my life. Super opaque. I literally get away with doing one coat of this. Super thin. It's just the best formula I've ever seen. I just did one coat there and I cured that in place, and then now we're going to do some stripy work. So we're using that purple. I just love the combo of today's colors. This purple is just like the perfect purple. It's so kind of like neon-y, but kind of not. It's just perfect. I love that color, especially when you applique it later. It just really pops. So we're going to do a line of purple in the center where the white and the nude meet, just to kind of give it a border. Then on only the white side, we're going to do a couple more stripes. Now that's kind of up to you how many you want to do, if you want a lot or if you want less, up to you how far, in between you're going to place them. I did, as we can see, I'm probably going to do one more in the corner, and that's about that. And then I'm going to pop that into the lamp for a cure. These lines I only do one coat, so I try to kind of prick up maybe a bit more gel polish on my brush than I usually would. But because they're just so, like thin lines, I'm not too always fussed about having them too crazy opaque, especially as later on we are kind of going to top coat and stuff. And overall, Madam Glam gel polishes are very opaque and very fun and easy to work with, so I'm not always too stressed about that, and here I wasn't at all, so I just left it with the one coat. Obviously, if you wanted to do 2, go ahead. If you hate doing lines, I want to avoid doing 2 coats, but you want to do 2 coats or will want to do 2 coats, I highly recommend using nail art gels. They're very pigmented, and that way you can get away with doing just the one coat and kind of just save yourself some time. Then on the other white nail, we are doing another set of lines. Now that one is across all of the whole nail bed, should we say, and then pop that into the lamp. Whilst those are curing, we're going to do 2 nails of glitter, and the glitter I picked out is like a holographic purple hex mix. So we've got some large, medium and fine hex in there, and we're going to apply it on only the bottom part of the nail, kind of faded upwards to about halfway up the nail. We will have 2 nails that are going to be the same, and it's quite usual for me to have the French tip nails to be duplicates in sets, but they're just always so cutesy and so simple, and I just love them. I just love doing them, so they always end up being a double in my nail sets. So here is the glitter. I'm trying to focus as much of that bigger chunks at the bottom of the nail, and then the higher up I'm getting, I'm trying to focus the thinner part of the glitter. I always make it quite difficult for myself because I'm just trying to pick it up from the actual container that it comes through. Well, not comes through, I deposited it into that container, but I'm using it from that container. If I would advise you to have like an easier life with this, I would probably advise that you just sprinkle a tad bit of that away into something else, so it's easier for you to pick up the different sizes that you're actually looking for. I just do so many nails daily that I used to depot it, just to sprinkle a little bit out, but I'd always sprinkle too much, and it's always such a nightmare to get it back in the pot. So I've just started basically going through the pain of picking up the glitter straight from the container. Yeah, so it might just take me a little bit longer, and I might not always pick up the exact glitter that I want, but I'm just kind of okay with that now. I've just accepted that that's going to be my fate, and that's it basically, because I'm just not willing to go through the pain of sprinkling some out and then putting it back in. I could, I'm sure you'll all probably do it, and I'm just being a little bit, funny about it, but I don't know, glitter can be so difficult to put in where you want it, and just a nightmare when I have to depot it and stuff. Even depotting, guys, like when it comes in bags, like I just really didn't like the process of putting it all in my drawers. I love the way my drawer looks, but just oh gosh, like the pain of putting it all in those little containers and in the drawers was a nightmare. But now that the glitter's cured, and of course remember we're doing 2 nails, but I'm only showing you the one. And once that's cured, so before, I don't know if I mentioned, we applied a base coat, and that worked as our like glue for the glitter. Then after it's cured, we're going to do another layer of base coat. Off that goes in the lamp, and now we're on the stage of doing the French tip. So smile line, super low down the nail, because we're going to do like a layered French tip look. So there goes the first one, and here goes the other part on top of it. And this one is just a very thin line. Basically, imagine you're outlining, like doing the actual smile line and just leaving it there. You're not colouring in or anything like that underneath it. And then once you're happy, pop it down to the lamp. Obviously, I had little bumps and lumps and all sorts. So if you don't like that, just file it away. Remember, guys, no one's wearing these nails, so I don't have to be worried about any lumps and bumps or any slight imperfections. And of course, if there's also obviously any sheerness, then do another coat. But again, with Madam Glam Bold White, I can guarantee you only ever need to do the one coat. Right, now it's time for some stamping. I feel like this Valentine's season, I've been all over the place with stamping. Like, usually I try to stick to one plate because I know it's so difficult when someone wants to recreate it or just feel so inspired or they like something. It just kind of sucks if I turn up and say, oh, I used 4 different plates, and you're like, damn, I have to get all 4, So I do try to keep with the one usually. But yeah, this Valentine's season, I'm just liking random things of random plates. Like, it's a bit wild. So we've got quite a lot of Moe London, guys, so bear that in mind. They are discontinuing this stuff, so I don't even know what's even left on the website, but bear that in mind. So if there's anything you want, like I always like to leave a little disclaimer, anything you want, I'd probably advise you go literally snatch it up ASAP, because otherwise I just literally don't know how much longer they're gonna hold their stock and stuff and be available for you. So go ahead and do that. When it comes to those hearts in a line, that one is also Moe London. This one is called Love Is Collection plate number 2. And I really liked it because it's like a line of hearts with a line going through the center of it. So I thought it would be a cute little like border-ish, like a way to just kind of separate the nude part from the stripy part. So I'm placing it down the center there of that nail. And then the other stripy nail has some wording in the center. Now that one, that was plate, I think it was Care Bears Unlock the Magic plate number 6. And it just has some cute words. So I've placed that down. I think it says all you need is love. I think... so that's down, and then on top of it, I'm just going to do like hearts and anything really. Usually you'll find with Valentine plate that it's just sometimes just a mess of nothing and everything at the same time. Like, you'll get plates with just random like lips and envelopes and just random like Valentine's-y themed. I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes, I don't know, to me anyways, it just feels like a lot of like good stuff, but also a lot of nothing. Like, it just feels like it's a bit hard to kind of create something of... I don't know how to say it. Basically, usually my idea of a stamping plate is that on that stamping plate you can do a bunch of different designs, and sometimes it's a bit difficult where I'm looking at a plate and I'm thinking, how am I going to create anything with this? And that's why I then opted to use a bunch together, and then we end up having obviously a lot of plates on the channel on one video. But here we go with stamping. Oh, we also coloured them in, I don't know if I mentioned. So we used some pink and black. So the pink and black was actually from Born Pretty. Amazing stamping polishes. I'm in love with their stuff when it comes to stamping. I wish they did like a bunch of different colours because I love their stuff. Now it's time to matte top coat, so I'm going to apply that on all those nails, then pop that into the lamp for a cure. Once it comes out, we only really have some crystal placement to do, but I'm so happy with the crystal placement. I feel like it kind of made the set look even more cutesier than it is already, which is really, really fun. And I always say this, but I feel like whenever you're stamping, matte top coat just does something magical to your nails, and it really, really, really makes the design pop even more than it already does. I don't know how to explain it. You'd have to let me know if you feel the same way, if you're stamping, or if you ever stamped, or if you're even gonna go away now and try and stamp and then try top coating it with glossy, top coating it with matte, and let me know what you think. I just feel like it brings out the stamping so much more. Now it's time for that crystal part. So on the French tip nails at the top, I've finally been able to use my very pale, they are pastel purple bows, and I always use the white ones, and I'm literally so low on them, and I think I bought some on Shein, so hopefully that'll be with me very soon. But I've got a bunch and a bunch and a bunch of purple bows, and I don't know, I love purple though, so I don't really know, I feel like I do a fair bit of purple, but for some reason I just never opt for the bows in the design, so it was really, really fun to include them. I don't know why, I always get so excited when I get to use something that I've had in my collection for so long. I don't know if it's just a me thing or what, but otherwise it just feels like it was a bit of a waste. But when I finally get to use it, I'm like, oh yay, it's going down, and I'm making more space for other stuff, so that's great. Then once that's cured, on the upper smile line, we're going to place some crystals. I've got AB crystals, and then in the center on AliExpress, literally years ago, I hope they're still there probably, is this I don't know what it is, a rhinestoney charmy thing. They're really cutesy, and it's really nice to replace your regular crystals. Sometimes they can be quite boring, and AliExpress / Shein actually can be your go-to places to replace your boring crystals with something else. So if you're ever bored, you're doing nails every day and you want something different, then I really advise changing it up a little bit. Mix some regular crystals with some charmy stuff, play about. Crystals are so fun, and it always just kind of changes the look, which is so fun. And then on the ombre nail, I've placed this already made flower, which again, I think I got on Shein, guys. Shein's been my go-to for probably over 2 years now, to be honest, with nail stuff. AliExpress used to be my go-to. I used to get millions of packages a day. Those tiny little packages, so funny. But yeah, these days it's primarily Shein, to be honest. It's been a very, very long time since I ordered on AliExpress. And then on this nail, I'm just scattering some rhinestone glue gel. The one I'm using is from the cart, and then I'm just placing some AB crystals. I've got an AB crystal mix, and I'm just kind of picking out the smaller ones to place down. None of my crystals that I use on my videos are real Swarovski, real anything. They're literally AliExpress / Shein crystals. Remember, no one's wearing these. This is just to show you guys, share some nail art with you, have some fun, have a little chat, and all that good stuff. But here are the final results. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'd love to see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.